That nigga needs accommodation.
He is a homosexual.
And let me tell you what is my problem with this nonsense girl. She's more concerned about the spirits than about the fact that her boyfriend does not have where he wants to live.
He's a homosexual.
Girl, that man is looking for accommodation swiftly. For you to come up with that excuse of ghosts, your rent has even passed due. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all.
Happy New Year.
I guess it's back.
We're back.
Busy back. Busy back. Looking fresh. New studio.
New studio, new everything.
New looks. In fact, this season, like the full episodes are going out every week on YouTube. Like
listen,
what just...
There's every... Look. We're too good.
We're too good. We're too good.
Coming back strong. We're too good. You guys are not prepared
at all
for this season. Yeah, actually not.
What did we talk about in this episode? It was a long ass recap.
Yeah, we caught up. I know they're still going to ask plenty more questions. People said we should do 7 hours. Everything you did every single day. Good.
Monday I wore the yellow pants. Tuesday, like no grab. But yeah, we did it. We caught up.
And then
one really interesting dilemma.
We did.
Extremely interesting dilemma.
Just a bit of a chit chat about what's coming this season.
And then we spoke about whether or not when your actions in the past now define you as a person.
Yeah.
And then we told you guys some of the stuff we're going to be getting up to this year.
Yeah, like last year does not define us as a person.
At all.
For example.
Bigger and better.
Get ready. We're back.
No vaping.
That's also part of the episode. Say no to vaping. Very serious.
Very serious. Enjoy, guys.
I'm just clearing my throat. Hello, boys and girls.
Hello.
It's been a long time.
It has actually.
It's actually been a very long time.
No, first of all, let's not get them excited. It hasn't been that long.
It hasn't been that long. I could have done with like a week or two more.
It hasn't been that long. Normally, we don't even come back to
when I saw them commenting so early February, I said we made a huge mistake. A shame mistake. Anyway, how are you guys? Happy New Year.
Welcome back. Happy New Year. The year starts when we say so.
To 2025. You know, have you seen our new abode?
So cute.
So much of cute, actually. So much of cute. Beautiful. Matured, but you know, fun. Bit cheeky. I'm into it.
I love it. It's very beautiful. I'm into it. Shout out to Tomini of Mini.
Yeah. Best in the game.
Probably what has been her worst job ever.
Screaming.
When did we tell Tomini that? I told Tomini maybe 2 weeks ago. And her and Debbie started work on it last week. And the studio...
No, it came out looking phenomenal, really.
They started like doing all the things on... Today is Monday. Maybe on like Thursday or Friday. But great job. Absolutely stunning. I loved it. I loved the concept. I loved everything. I'm so happy.
No, it looks good. It looks good. I think it's my favorite one
that we've had so far, right? Yeah.
Sure. I really my favorite one, yeah.
I like it.
If people don't like it, that's your business.
Who has ever cared what they want?
No, that's the truth. That's your people's business. So we're back. So what did you do since we left this place?
Wow, many. First, we had the
we had a bash.
Before the bash, we had the Grownupicity dinner.
We did.
That was fantastic.
Very cute. It just fell on a day where, unfortunately, the whole of Lagos was at a standstill. It was actually blocked.
It was blocked. From my house to the location was actually supposed to be like a 7-minute drive. It took me like 40. Crazy. It was absolutely crazy. But the dinner was amazing. The winners of the grant, what were their names again? We had Mama Dora, who make food products.
We had the jewelry.
The jewelry line is called what again?
It's called Renny KG.
Yeah, Renny KG. And then the third person who won were the mint eyewear, like sunglasses and medicated glasses. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And it was really nice to see like business women.
Yeah, it was a lovely dinner.
Talking their shit. Nice dinner. It was absolutely amazing. I don't want to
say out loud that we should be having more dinners because I know that will be the next thing that you people will focus on. But I had a great time.
It was really great. Shout out to Money Point.
I did. I had a great time.
Shout out to, I don't even want to mess up their name, the wine brand. Escado something.
Escado Rojo.
Okay. Sure.
Escudo Rojo. Please.
But It was really, really nice. That was just a really good shout.
I enjoyed it. It was a lovely one.
And then
after that we had the bash.
We had our bash.
We had a big bash, which, and then, here we always give you the tea.
Rotimi Demola. Oh my God. You guys, if you are ever doing any event and you don't want your event to fail, and you are doing sound, you see anybody called Rotimi Demola, run away from him. That man was out to ruin
you guys.
I can't even begin to explain how bad.
So the thing about it is that I remember walking up, someone was saying, "Oh, you guys should enjoy the party." I said, "Well, I'm glad you're having a good time if you know what's happening, if you know what's really happening." And I don't understand that about events. Crazy things will just start to go on.
It wasn't even crazy things. It was this major one thing.
It was a major one thing that one person decided that, you know what, I'm not going to do my job today.
Yeah, we had a party, 5 DJs, like the concept, simple, incredible. So the one thing that was actually incredibly important to us was sound. Sound was the most important thing to us.
Sound has to be good. It has to be clear. It has to be loud.
It was the first thing we agreed on. He was the first person we paid. Like, we didn't argue with his bill, nothing. Because we were just like, do you know what?
If you're having a bash that
all you're having is DJs.
Sound is so...
The sound is very important. It's essential. We get there and we start seeing signs and wonders.
The very first thing I said, as the sound came on for the party, in one fell swoop, first of all, 2 speakers were not working.
Just blew.
That was number one.
Good.
That was before anybody even came in. I said, good, I'm fine. Absolutely phenomenal.
Before you even get there, please, the person that we paid, where was he? See, when people want to mess you up, Nigerians, and shamelessly too, this guy was going back and forth, arguing with us on the phone, acting like we were crazy, mansplaining.
It was too bad.
Then the team he left there, them too, they were really ready to, act like we were all being crazy. I think that was one of my most frantic, awful experiences. He brought the wrong mix. That's what it's called, right? The DJ
brought the wrong DJ
deck.
And so
that we asked for.
It was literally spazzing during people's sets.
Our first DJ was what's his name? Yosa, who's Rema's DJ. And that was the day of Rema's
concert
show.
So he had to do it and
so his literally whole thing was, I'm going to come early. I'm going to do my set.
And I need to leave at X time.
Oh, Chim. If that guy ever walks with us again, I'll be very shocked.
I'll be so shocked. In fact, if he greets us outside,
I will even be more shocked. I'll be deeply shocked.
Because he was just like, what?
Is this what you guys are on?
The context of somebody going to perform at Rema, going to do DJ at Rema's concert, thinking, okay, I'll just do this gig first and then he'll prep me, not knowing that, you'd have been saying,
I was so shy.
How could I do such a mistake?
I was so shy. Second DJ, we called her, where are you? Said she's in traffic. Please, I want you to know that she was meant to play first. That's the fabulous part of her original call sheet.
She was number 1. Then the next DJ had to come and take over.
Oh no, the whole thing.
Yes.
The whole thing. People had fun and it was good. By the
time the first DJ came on, the mixer decided that it's not going to work.
At all. God.
It's actually not going to work at all.
Rotimi Demola.
They just said it's not going to work. At one point, then at the back, there was no sound. I said,
Oh God.
They said they only brought 4 speakers.
Oh!
I said, you saw a party with
do you know what was
over
making
1,000 people. You bought 1, 2, 3, 4.
Fake. I mean, this guy was telling us that maybe we don't know what surround sound
is.
That
meanwhile, the 2 speakers in the front had blown from day zero.
The speaker he brought, don't worry, even if it's at the front, at the back,
it will resonate.
They'll be hearing him.
They said it will carry to the back.
Fourth log.
They said
any day you see that place and you want to do sound.
They said it will carry to the back. You guys, that's how we started. Then we looked up and saw that the venue had speakers. Started running around.
Begging
okay, now
them.
You people have messed up. It's time for you to now do the solution. We now have to connect to the venue speakers. Not so problem. Wow, I said, God.
You guys, Soji almost had sore throats. The work he had to do.
People think, Soji was really good because he was carrying we said, there's actually no sound. You have to be shouting. He had to walk like mad. People think they were just giving us wigs because we're generous people. No. It's because we needed to create a distraction. Once people heard free body like this, they said, hey, if your sound like this, should not work. Yeah. No, it
was very like,
dude, there were so many things.
Yeah, that was really stressful.
People doing the lights. What's funny about the people that were doing the lights is that our friend Angela had an event like maybe a week or two before, and it was those same niggas doing.
Is the same person that did like? Is it not that did light and sound together? Is he?
That guy did the light, and I fought him, and at Angela's poetry thing, I already. So once I saw him at that party, I said, "Olga, we've already fought this week. Very serious fights, and
mate.
Simple things, light outside where the food vendors were. Before he set up inside, he'd not connect it. After people were already queuing for food, he now came to connect after. He now did a magical thing where he connected the light outside with one light inside. Next thing, at the back, there was now a floodlight. I said,
no, you guys.
I said, God, this is meant to be, mood lighting, that big floodlight. White.
I know what I hate the most.
You know, I said this for safety.
There's this thing of when men are doing something and women are trying to tell them,
and then they think they're just like
you don't know anything.
And we were like,
fool,
dude. It doesn't.
This is how
they
do it at parties. I said, floodlights.
I said, which party have you ever been to that has a bright outside floodlight on at the back? I said, God.
No, it was really something.
What is going on?
It was really something.
You know how to find. It was literally solving one thing after the I said.
Yeah,
man.
It was something else. We pulled it together though, and you guys seem to have had a lot of fun, which was very nice. I'm happy for you all.
I'm very happy because I was not expecting anybody to say that because I was like,
let me tell you how crazy. At one point, Debbie started looking for mix that she'll play on her iPad. You guys, you don't know.
No, you guys, honestly.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything. You don't know anything. Our last two DJs, I think Aizan and Wealth were the ones that got probably the best experience.
Although the mixer spasm during Aizan.
Yes, of course. But that's what I'm trying to say, but they still had it good. You see Aniko? Oh,
she really struggled.
She really suffered. What a lass.
No. She really struggled because I don't even think she could hear.
No, don't worry. You guys, our next party, we'll make it up to you.
It was bad.
People keep saying, oh my God, I had so much fun. I kept saying,
and I'm thinking
myself,
you didn't. Sure. Don't worry. I know you believe you did.
But the next one.
You didn't. Because you've not seen what is supposed. Don't worry, welcome. No.
That was really something.
Father God.
That was really something. But people showed up. I was a bit sad because of the traffic from Friday.
Not as many people showed up.
A lot of people were just like, Sunday, no, I'm not leaving my house. And there was not a drop of traffic on the road. I was even worried because of our location.
Of people didn't show up, but it was still a lot. It was still
amazing. Yeah, it was a lot. Like what we could control.
But things like that, fabulous. You learn. Like, there was Teresa almost died at the food stand.
Yeah, so this is another thing. I've realized that I think we think more highly of ourselves as a species than we actually are. Because I really thought that, like you say, party,
there'll be order.
They just line up.
No, they didn't.
Wow,
they did not do that.
Even like, because all we know the food vendors are people that we know. Because we wanted to be able to like be sure of how them and their people would behave and how they would. I have never seen some of these food vendors who are my friends. I've never seen their staff so frazzled in my life. In my life, I've never seen them so frazzled. One of the Kewa's guys, one of them, I said, don't worry, it's fine. He said, it's not fine. He actually looked, he looked like, no. If they had told me that this is the shift I'm coming for, I won't be here. I won't be here.
There was just a look of just deep overwhelm.
Yeah. So now we know that like we actually need to get those barricades.
See, get barricades. You even need to be on a military regime.
Yes. It was really something. But it went well, ended good. Like I think people had a good time, were able to clear out in time. Like it was fine. But you see that part where the sound and do you know what? I don't even like thinking about it.
I was so on edge.
Yes, I don't like thinking about it. We eventually,
because it also meant that people couldn't come in early enough.
Yes.
And then there couldn't be just like the flow that it was
took
meant
longer,
to have. And also at the back, there was just you couldn't. It felt like at the back you were watching the party from afar.
Yeah. But we've learned. Don't worry. You say wrote me the mola 1 naira of my money.
Never
in this life. The one after. I'm sure even the one before.
No, literally, I did. I said once I saw him after the Angela's thing, I just said, God. I said, God,
that wasn't even him. That was one of his staff. You see that man?
Had I known this was the fellow.
When I told him, because I didn't yell on the phone, I didn't scream. But I was like, you don't understand, it's on site.
Yeah.
Forever. Anywhere I see you, I would just go and say, I hope this is not the person who's doing your sound. Because this place is ruined. I want to just let you guys know, it is who you want to pay. If you've paid him his deposits, just start crying.
You guys, parties, I mean, anyway.
What a time. That's all we will say.
And I'll just skip forward. Me, myself, I did party before we get there. How is it possible that on the morning of the party, our meter blew up? The gen stopped working.
What, your birthday?
Absolutely. I thought you said there's no power. In this very house that I've been living in, as of 8 a.m. this morning, everything was working. 1 p.m. to the party, everything went off. I said, excuse me. Excuse me. How could this be? How can I know what happened? Not only that, never people came home. They came, they fixed it. 30 minutes later, everything went off again. I said, what? As in, I've been living here this whole time. And prior to now, nothing is going wrong. So what do you mean the gen is leaking? Just now.
As in that morning. That afternoon, not even morning.
Guy, everything was on. Everything just went off. I said, oh, maybe they've turned on the gen. They said the gen is not working. I said, oh, is there light? They said, there's lights on the road. There's no lights in our house.
That's good.
I said, Azal now. What kind of village people are these?
That was just lovely. But they fixed it now.
We had to rent a gen.
Okay, so you fixed. You fixed it.
Guess what? After everybody now went, Sunday came. Everything was working fine. Everything absolutely working perfectly.
But that was fun. Your party was a lot of fun. Your birthday was a lot of fun.
And then before we get to that, what happened after the party?
I went on holiday out of the country.
Christmas came. Lovely time. Holiday. Jesus' birthday. Sweet one.
I went on vac.
Let's hear what. I don't want to get to that because that's irritating to me.
I went on a vac.
Very irritating to me.
Lovely vac. Haters.
Sorry, can I just say that was there like a memorandum
about Cape Town?
Lagosians to Cape Town this year? Because
I don't even know. I didn't get it.
It was a serious one. I just literally, whenever I'd bump into people, they're like, it's only me and you that are not in Cape Town. And because Jola went, every time I see someone, I'm not in Cape Town. Clearly, I'm not in Cape Town. You see me VI. Don't ask me stupid questions.
Well, it's
every blessed day. I'm not in Cape Town. I said, I'm there. I'm actually there. You're just seeing my spirit. What do you mean? So that was very upsetting to me because so many people were in Cape Town having a blast.
It was lovely.
Having an absolute
fantastic
blast. And you know what? This Christmas, it's not as if it wasn't fun, but I was just like, Lagos is played out.
Yeah, I think I think I can do up to Christmas here.
Yeah.
My new thing is I have to find where I'll be.
Christmas Day was fine. Like, we did the normal thing. Everybody I went to their family, Kenny, and in the evening, everybody came to my house playing good. Of which, I think we have to start having rules inside my household. About Christmas Day, people left at 4. I said, people were going and I said, what do you mean you're back?
Yeah.
Day is 3. This is Jesus' birthday. You must go home. No, I said, some people left and I said, they are back. Back from where?
That was so much fun.
When you left, I thought you were gone.
I think my brother and I go home at like 1, half 1 or something. Yeah.
Anyway, after that, Lagos cleared up. Everyone went on vacation, but also everybody came back. No, it was a lot. I think I attempted going out like 2 times and I was just like, this is not possible.
It's very interesting to see like what the whole Detty December.
No, it was packed.
Does because it's also Lagos is not that big. So it's the same places that everybody's trying to get
Exactly.
to. And so you're having this frenzy where it's a good time, but is it this good a time?
That's what I'm saying. Is it this good a time if all of us are here?
Is it this good a time? Like, I saw a
once?
video of Boho, and that was nuts because I've been there.
Yeah.
Lovely time, great DJ, great vibe. It is impossible to have any sort of fun given what I was looking at.
You don't understand. The nights that I went after we were in Boho, like there were already 4 tables packed in one corner. And then I don't know how they had done it, but literally 6 guys came and he said they had a table here. And we're also literally, all of us there were like, where? And I promise you, they now ordered a bottle and like were like shifting into a corner, climbing on top of people to sit like on the back of the chair.
Never be
it was
that deep.
Deep chaos. And literally all my friends just said, we said we are going now.
It can never be that
I don't
deep.
care if the drinks are finished up. We have to leave immediately.
It can never be that deep.
Then I just heard DJ saying, oh, Kiniko is in the house. As I heard the name of the artist, I said, if we don't leave this place now, this place is going to turn into rubbish. Because once this fellow gets in here, they're not going to be in this place again. It was every night I kept going out and thinking, I'm going home, Mojo.
But I do get it. I think like December in Lagos is sweet. But I do think like we need to spread it out.
We do.
Some people need to come for around that like fashion week.
Also, I just think that like
art week time. Also lovely.
Let me tell you the problem I think with December. Everywhere is full, but like 4 places are fuller than others. We need to spread it out. There should be a divide amongst all the 10 places available to go. Not only 4 every time. It was just it was a lot to take in.
I think there's also just the lack of, I don't want to, like, there's also like a deep lack of principles when it comes to money. So, obviously we don't really have health and safety here.
So you're taking everybody's payments.
They're taking the piss. Like some of this stuff is outright dangerous.
And also, there is such a thing as capacity.
No, they don't.
I have never heard a Lagos venue say that they have capacity.
Yeah.
Like you can't come in anymore.
It's so odd. I mean, I remember thinking there's some of it that and I understand. Like I remember being like 24, 25 and I wanted to be seen. Like
you want to be outside.
I didn't just want to be outside, but I want to be
at the places where it's happening. And the thing is, you know where it's happening. So it's like, and I don't know, there's just a sense. I mean, a lot of times I would go and I'm like, see, this thing, when you people go, I'll still come back to this place.
Yeah, so that's why I think
just don't worry yourself.
I don't like the fact that there was a sense of like, I get it.
Places you go to normally thought that people were queuing. I said, what is this?
But my own thing was like, but we don't now need to be there at that time.
That's my problem.
Like,
and to be fair, I'm not actually,
just like,
personally, I'm not actually, I didn't like all this. See, Lagosians, there's something that you must stop doing. You must stop whining about people coming home for Christmas.
Literally. You
must stop whining. What I'm complaining about is just the general nature of the fact that Lagos has 10 places that everybody goes to. We must expand.
There was a very like mean undertone about some of it.
Yeah, but what I actually think should happen is like, just like the way, this is a very specific example, but just like the way like London, Winter Wonderland pops up in the winter. I honestly think we need to start having places pop up only for December. So 100%. That you just have where you're going. Mm-hmm. Because my issue is not people coming home. Where do you want them to go? When people are complaining, are they coming back for Christmas? Okay, where should they go? This is their home. Where should they go?
Let them have a good time.
I'm like, okay, but we like a lot of us went to school.
We don't even have
elsewhere before, and we came back.
My own thing is, we're also not like round the year tourists.
Yeah,
we're not a city.
Nobody's coming here for high tourism. I saw someone was saying, yeah, but in all these places, like in Venice, they're always complaining about tourists. I said Venice.
Makoko now, same thing.
I said you people are complaining the city of Lagos.
Yeah,
to Venice. Who is coming here in February?
A part of me also felt like we were doing that like very Nigerian thing of where you're just having a good time complaining because we never get the opportunity to be the people who complain or we've never really been the people who think people want.
Yeah.
Like this is our first.
Like all of a sudden, we're in high demand, and everybody is all.
It's giving new money. Like,
it's all. Oh my god!
You guys are places that we go to.
You guys,
is it Meko you're jumping for? Is it Boho you're jumping for? Relax. You're going home. Calm down.
Calm down. Just relax. Calm down. You relax.
You, your hairdresser, everybody, calm down.
Please don't get spoiled. Hairdresser for us with your international braid. Shut up.
Somebody say, is it G-Boy? It's okay. We now know you know G-Boy too, that you go there.
Congratulations on that. Thank you so much.
The questions were really, like, we are really deep in our high and mighty bag this Christmas.
I was just like, guys, we all need to take a step back.
We were so high strung.
And you know what's also irritating? This is not the first year that everywhere has been packed in December. Yeah. It actually happens every year.
And it's about to get worse.
The truth is, it happens every goddamn year.
It's going to get worse.
4 years ago, everywhere was packed. And the problem is not people. The problem is that because every year, there are 3 places everybody wants to go to. And everybody is inside that place. In this same December, on those nights that everywhere was going to 3 places, I went to one other place, nobody was there.
Yeah.
That was the fact.
Yeah.
I said, look at this spacious area.
I did my nails the day before our show. I was the only person in the place
So I'm like, it's because you guys are running to specific places. Guys. That's the issue that's going on.
I think I understand like the little superiority. Enjoy it.
No, I think it's cute. It was just funny.
Have a good time. But you guys also
let me tell you another thing that cracked me up. This whole like abroad babe look up.
But you know what it was fundamentally? It's also just a lack of what's that thing that Fisayo studied anthropology? Like a lack of anthropological understanding. You're not an IJGB if you don't live here.
Yeah, there was a lot. Let me tell you, London, sorry, I want to say
you just came to visit. You're not an IJGB.
No, forget even that. There was a lot of. Let me tell you what was making me laugh the most. People who went for course abroad came back and you are feeling offended that the locals are saying, my dear, you live here, you live in Surulere. What are you talking about? You are a local. They said, oh, I have no home abroad. I have no home. Your home is in Surulere. I need you to wake up.
It's so unfair. I saw one very dramatic tweet. You guys are shitting on this person said unwanted abroad, unwanted at home. I said, girl, you're in uni. You're actually in uni, you're coming back. I want to put it to you. You're not part of the people who are discussing. Found that
you actually live here.
So
you
amusing.
Are doing schooling abroad. Once your schooling is over, I put it to you back.
Another thing that I found really, really funny.
I was just like, you left. So I saw people that, as in they japped last year.
Yeah.
Talking about, people don't want us to come up. You are who, sir? I said, my brother, I'm very sure some of your shirts you've not packed it from where you left your cupboard. What are you talking about?
It was so interesting.
I was just like, honestly, we're taking everything so seriously these days.
High strung.
It's so high strung. I was like, this debate has no basis in reality.
Also like this whole thing of wanting to be part of a conversation and like get yourself. It's a thing of like working yourself up.
I was like, these are not real issues.
This is not real.
Making it there's so much you're making up.
Yeah.
It was so funny because I'm like, this is one of the most hilarious things. None of these things are real.
None
of these things exist in real life. Before we started having all this conversation, December is a mess. Normally, it's a hot mess. That we've never had a December where you were not dragging with anybody to go anywhere.
And now it's worse because the president lives here, so he comes here for the holiday.
Oh my! That
was hell. That was hell, man. First of all, why did he go on holiday on like the 19th or 16th? It was crazy.
Closed for work a good week before everybody else.
Primary school children have not gone on holiday. The president of this country closed his laptop.
He said, girl, I'm out. He said, I will circle back in the new year. Any problem you people are having.
Nah, that was crazy.
That's actually your business.
That was crazy to me. I was like, it's like the 15th. Kids have not left school.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then you would be going out. I'm like, why are you going out? Why don't people come and visit you at home? Why are you coming out with your 1 million mopo? They'll be like 46. I'm like, is this a joke?
What I personally don't understand is that, okay, every country, they barricade the road when the president is passing. Now, in America, the president passes. After he has finished passing, they release the road. In Nigeria, 1 hour later, the road is still blocked.
It's
the president has gone home. What are we still doing here?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here?
And do you know anything? I was in New York during the, what do you call this thing? Yeah, like when the UN General Assembly, and so the American president is always there. So there's they do the same thing. So ahead of time, they're like blocking the route. There's barricades that are coming up and like going off within. It's like a 15-20 minute cycle.
But honestly, once he passes 10 minutes, they start removing it.
No, I mean, is it before? Like it's literally like 10 minutes before his car is coming. Like they've radioed ahead. The barricades come out. The policemen come out. Once his car passes, maybe like 3 minutes, they remove it and everybody continues. Like they don't shut down everything based on the show of power. It was so ridiculous. It was such an apt out. You
literally had to be announcing, oh, he's around, so that you will not go anywhere ahead of time. I was seeing in my family group, oh, apparently the president is passing this place today. And I just thought, where do we live?
It was very odd. Very, very odd.
And then, Christmas was an interesting one because I was kind of very over it.
Yeah.
Because I was just like, the problem is all these things are supposed to be fun, but like it's difficult.
Before we switch things, another thing that it made me realize was how poorly designed like Lagos is. So there's a thing in Nigeria that I find very interesting. It seems like everybody assumes like they are a temporarily poor person.
What do you mean?
And so our whole lives are kind of designed around the idea that I'm going to be everybody
you blow one day.
Yes, including the people who design the roads, people who use the road. So for instance, you're looking at what is supposed to be a nice road, like Ikoyi, right? Who is this road designed for?
Yeah.
There are no bus stops.
Yeah.
Very few, if any, like public bathrooms, public dustbins, the walkways. Because the assumption is like, oh, it's like these rich people. And they do that, but if it would make sense if it's only Ikoyi.
Yeah.
But it's like the whole of Lagos is designed
but
like that. But
you know what the gag is? The gag is like still there are informal bus stops.
No, but that's what I mean, because they didn't think
and
of
then
it.
No, because they didn't now put the stop. The problem is that the bus stops just are created by vibes.
Yes.
And so you're just passing. All of a sudden you can see everybody gathering. There's traffic on this side of the road. Why? Because 2 buses have stopped there. There's no sign. There's no anything. They've actually stopped in front of somebody's gate. But where are they supposed to stop elsewhere?
It's a thing
when they didn't
like,
create anything.
You're not designing like a livable society. It is so weird. And I keep wondering, okay, plus urban planner, plus the person that got the contract, plus was nobody there like, okay, even if I'm passing this person in my SUV, the people who work for me or around me, how are they going to experience?
Okay, you're talking about urban planner. Let me tell you something
forget like even like proper urban. I mean just like general thinking.
Yeah.
Like even the way we just design societies, like you live in an area and there is no public dustbin anywhere for 6 streets. Are you kidding me? Like, no matter where you live, there's like the idea that, okay, there's supposed to be a corner shop here. There's a sidewalk. There are places where people can buy papers, like daily groceries, fruits, veg. Some parts of Lagos, it's like it's so and I don't mean even like poor or regular people thinking.
It's anti just normal
living. Like how do people
they don't want you to be part of it.
And so when Lagos is having these like huge influxes of people, we complain like a lot of stuff is out of the blue. It's like, but we live like this
normally. It's so just that odd. It's now like super concentrated.
Yeah, it's so odd. Every time I'm driving, we don't have bus. Like we design and people, they'll do opening of the road. I keep
saying it that you can't actually, you know how there's cities you can go to where there are a lot of places in Europe, for example, where you can honestly just land there and figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll get by, you'll get around. Lagos is not a city they can drop you in.
Yeah.
That you say you will not know anything before you get here. And you're going to figure something out. Because there's no signboard.
There's no
explaining many of the things that like people who live in Lagos know to be normal. If you are trying to find the routes from X to Y, there's no bus map. There's no, like, it's just not happening.
Yeah, it's just an odd,
it's a crazy situation.
We've designed a very odd anti-community thing. So even small things, I was thinking about it. In an area that's supposed to be affluent, right? We'll have these very disturbing ideas of what it means to design a nice, livable community.
Yeah.
So there is no space for what is in essence should be like a corner shop or store. So because the automatic assumption is like, and
You don't need it now.
they'll have drivers and means that they can send to buy the plantain and the newspaper and the fruit and veg. There's no need for. And so we just designed these really weird boxes that I was looking at it again day before yesterday. I was like, this life that we think we're living is so amusing because it's not that great. Like, we're not designing things that the average person
and also value for money is so shit.
Let's not get into that. Please, how was your birthday? Let's just go. How was your birthday, please?
What did you New Year? Anyhow, I went to church for New Year's. I said, see, the way last year went, maybe it's because I was not in church.
Really? How do you feel like it's been going so far? Has it been working out for you?
Better.
That's good.
Than before.
That's good.
Honestly, whoa.
I didn't start New Year in church.
Yeah.
At all.
I saw that.
The opposite. But I didn't really, I made a foolish decision. So I had a really nice dinner. Fine boy Bolu stalked me. I have to explain to you guys, okay? There's something
follow.
Must you do as I do? Must you? But we had like a really, really nice dinner. 7-course, fantastic. Amazing dinner. And then everybody separated back. And the plan was, we're meant to go for a house party.
Yeah.
And then from there, we're meant to go to the club. And something in my spirit said, after this house party, find another option.
Don't go anywhere. It's always important to listen to those things because they're mostly right.
It was 100% right. I got into the club. I said, what is happening here? And you know what made it worse? And it's not a bad thing, but it felt very Lagos in that people were like, oh my God, hi Jola. I said, what if I'm cheating? Which one is I?
Sorry, as a sidebar, seriously, I keep thinking about this thing now. But what if what I'm doing is
rubbish?
Wrong? There is no time if people don't think that you should. I said this very Christmas, I was in a shop. I said I need wares for the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I need extra wares. Someone said they're doing party one theme. Good. I went there. I was trying on something. So my friend was standing outside the changing room. How does it fit? And so I was just talking to her. Next thing, the baby in the next changing room said, FK, is that you? Please don't go anywhere. I'm coming out. She said, don't go anywhere. I'm coming out now. I'm changing. I'm coming out now. She now came out. She was not started. Oh my God, I heard your voice. I knew it was you. I was saying it to my friend that I knew it was you. I said, God. What? You don't even know what I'm doing.
Let me tell you something crazy funny that happened. It's funny, but it's not funny. So I went out to eat with some of my friends. Right? And one of them messaged me that I want you to know that boy opposite you is recording you in the craziest way. like the guy was holding his phone. I don't know how to explain it. That. And all I kept thinking was, okay, so somebody cannot even have a moment of foolishness.
You actually can't. See, let me tell you something. I want to say to you people, I went to church for New Year's. The number of people, oh my God, FK, you're in church. I said,
now, as a demonic entity that you are.
People were saying, oh my God. I said, when did this start? I said, what do you mean? Oh my God, you're in church. What does that mean? So you came to pray for your New Year's. Then me, I should now not. Anyway, they did this thing where, like, as I were crossing into New Year, it wasn't like, oh, pray for yourself. It was basically the person next to you take their own prayer points and pray for them like you would yourself. So people said, oh my God, I'm a huge fan. I said, my sister, this my New Year is not good. I'll really take it personally because
I'll take
what are you talking about? Look at this is 2 minutes to the New Year. They say we should pray. Look at what you're discussing at this hour. I was in court. One of the lawyers just came. Oh my God, FK. I said, you're in silk. You're wearing all these whites. My sister, you're running into the court. She ran. She came back. She said, so I was talking to my friend and he was like, oh, you know what I'm doing here? I said, oh, we came to file one thing. And we're just outside the high court. She ran past. She now came back. Oh my God. okay, this one picture. I said, sis, are you not running? She said, yeah, just a quick picture. She now gave, I said, this man is a son. This man you gave to hold the phone for this is a son. She said, sorry, you just helped me. He took the picture. He just said, and I knew I should not have said hi to you. So my point is that there's actually no context I've seen so far
that people can say.
No. And I don't mind it, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's very funny.
It's actually very funny because really, really even funny. Inside the hospital.
What makes me laugh also is the way our friends react. Some of our friends just start moving ahead.
They just leave us.
Move ahead.
They don't even want to get involved.
I think there's leprosy involved.
They're just like, I don't care.
They just start moving ahead.
But sometimes it's useful. I can't lie because I went to do full body checkup based on New Year, New me. The receptionist said, FK, because the first girl said, oh, they don't have space today. I didn't book an appointment. I said, oh. So I said, no, me, I'm inside that, so I'll get you.
That's always nice.
I said,
That's always
they're not just looking at him that these where sick people are. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to. So me, I now kept thinking, who did he remove for me to do this?
No, he probably didn't remove anybody, but a doctor is going to be very angry with him.
Because
there's a break
that
he was supposed to have that has now disappeared.
No, it's actually, I'm trying to think of all the scenarios where I'm just like, where you know a lot of times you see someone coming and you're just thinking, don't do it.
That's someone you shouldn't say hi to.
No, not that they shouldn't say hi. The manner in which they're approaching, I'm like, especially when my friends is there, I'm like, you're going to cause me a serious problem. Just come, act natural.
Someone came. I went to,
and then they don't act natural.
I went to Slow with Folari a few days ago. Who only went to Slow with me because his wife is not around, so he was looking for people. Let me tell you something about people that marry. They don't care about anybody again. They don't care about others.
And now they're doing an irritating thing where they're matching their outfits.
They match. These people are in their 30s.
Let me tell you something. It's actually highly irritating to me.
They came for a birthday party. They wore
all of them.
They are not the same brand.
Different sets of married people. All of them were wearing matching wears.
To some degree.
It was very irritating.
It was so odd.
I kept saying, why are two of you here? In this, very irritating.
Anyway, we were done eating. And there was a lady, and I thought that she was like, I think she was just waiting, and it was very sweet. I think she was just kind of waiting to make sure that I was done eating. She came and she was like, oh, hi, blah, 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 blah. And Folari does this irritating thing where he starts smiling, but like the Grinch. It is so odd. And then he might even start recording the interaction. It is so annoying. So the babe, Folari now makes a bigger deal. Or whatever. So when they go, the lady next to me, there's a lady next to us, and they're white. Her and her friends, they're all white. So she's like, oh, hi. Like, sorry, what do you do? Please, I remember I was talking to who I thought was my friend. She's very famous and popular. Very important, popular and famous. I was like, are you knocked? Are you insane? The poor woman probably now goes, oh, really? I said, I promise you, no. I actually put it to you. No. She's modest, very popular, very big. These are podcasts. Check. I said, this man doesn't give a fuck.
I swear.
I could have just said I work in media. And we could have just, because I think she was just being like, just a little note. He really sold it.
This honestly reminds me of when we went to Dixon in Ghana. There was one guy that maybe was his classmates from New York. He was shot from America. That's how one of his friends now said, oh, she has a podcast. Next thing, he told that one to open his phone so he can subscribe him. I thought, what is going on? This is actually a party. Speaking of slow, I went to dinner with Jake, my friend, who we went to his wedding recently. So I
bumped into Jake in Ghana. Did I ever tell you how I bumped Jake in South Africa?
Yeah.
Wow. You guys, I came out of the building that I was staying, and there's a car parked in front. And who opens the car but Jake and his wife? And I said, hey, if you know Jake. I don't like kept thinking, what is the problem with West Africans? This whole place is quiet.
Why are we shouting?
These people are not shouting here. They shout in the party. Highbo to be precise. You people just open our big gullets. One outside. And he was also matching with his wife. That tells you all you need to know. Anyway, please continue.
Please. So I now went to the bathroom. So as I came in, I had seen a babe and she was just, you know, when someone is looking like, where do I know you from?
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the bathroom and then she was already washing her hands in the bathroom, like about to leave. And I was just entering. She's like, oh my God, FK, it is you. I was saying it. And she showed me on her phone that she was saying to someone that I think I just saw FK. She said, oh, I don't know if you're on a date. So that's why I didn't want to come out. I said, please, please. This is a friend, married friend.
But you know what?
She said, oh, I could see it on her phone discussing with her friend that I think FK said, money you see.
But you know what I do?
I said, you see it.
But sometimes they code and it is so funny because I do think people that listen to this podcast are mostly knocked.
No, they're very knocked. She now said, I didn't want to come and disturb you. I didn't know if you're on a date or not. You know, you always say that.
No, one time I was on a date and these babes, there are like 3 of them. Right? So my date goes to the toilet. So let's say this is my seat. They are on the table here. One of them now goes, she's doing like this. Man. She's giving me a thumbs up. Her and her friends. So I tried to act like you can never be talking to me. Do you know this fool? I said, Charles! Charles! You're doing well. Do you know,
you guys,
one of the mad girls now said, don't finish your food, be classy. I said, are you guys knocked?
So I now kept saying to this babe, I'm not on it. She's like, no, it's fine. I said, excuse me, that's my friend. He's married. She said, no, like, yeah, I don't mind. I said, what do you mean? Why don't you mind?
Oh, I was going to mind.
Who minds? I said, please. Correct. I said, type it to that girl. Type it to who you said that money did. Correct it now. Oh yeah. Tell them. I went back. I just said, guys, this babe thinks what they did. It's so funny. I said it here now at Nest that I was having lunch with a dear friend. He now left. My actual dates now came. The babes that had come said, they just said, FK. She said 2. She said, FK, only you. I said, oh my,
no,
you
they
guys,
are knocked. Our listeners are knocked.
Anyway, please don't get me wrong, but people always say that I don't know. Say hi.
No, say hi.
Say hi. It's just really funny.
Say hi. It's always funny.
It's actually very, very
it's always
funny,
very funny.
I deeply enjoy it. Yeah. I think it's great.
And then we had your birthday. As you can see, I said we because people also told me happy birthday.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed.
Yeah. And this thing you guys do where like it doesn't matter where I am. Where is Jola?
Yes. I went for Modupe's birthday, which was Modupe doesn't really do parties.
Yeah.
She likes to do like this praise and worship. We were in an atmosphere of worship. Somebody stood next to me. Hi, Jola. I had to leave the throne of grace where I was. I had to exit the throne of grace to say, she's not here. As you can see.
No, literally. I mean, I went to church 2 Sundays ago and after church.
But we do go to the same church. That one is fair.
The main question was, where is Jola? And I thought,
yes. And last week when you now didn't come, they said, but your second came last week. I said, okay, we're taking it turn by turn.
What do you guys
want? We're taking it turn by turn. How do you feel?
What do you guys want us to do in this place? Literally, there was a seat next to me. It was him that I was sitting on. He said, are you saving it for Jola? Excuse me. Excuse me. I said, you don't have seats. Instead of it to sit down. So it's just so funny. I don't even... Anyway, it's good. It's all well, I'm good. I'm very happy.
Meanwhile, I joined like prayers this morning. No,
6 a.m. prayers. Really?
Yes.
How was that?
It was great. It was great. And and I actually heard in my spirit, you're serious. You really know how he's doing.
I genuinely feel like God is always laughing at me that,
you. It was so funny. It was so funny because I had already said, you know when you predetermine nonsense in your heart, I was like, I'm not going to make it. Do you know, generally, I feel like God woke me up like...
You now woke up 5 time.
And I said, maybe I need to pee. And I started reading my Kindle.
See.
And I said, wow, look at that. 6 o'clock
always
is here.
happen.
Madam,
2 weeks ago, I wasn't even planning on going to church. I now went to visit Mass Saturday.
Oh, why would you do that?
As I got the Mass,
how could you do such a mistake?
Preparing the sermon for tomorrow. I said, how could I do such an error?
How could you do such a mistake?
I said, okay, tomorrow's sermon. Okay, I'm the one preaching and I'm here. This is all so crazy. Early in the morning before church, she now messaged me like, sermon is done. See you soon. I said, wow, I'm in it.
Wow. You are.
But
yeah, it was great. It was really, really nice. It was really, really nice. I enjoyed the prayers. Don't know. I think maybe whenever I pray before the prayer is better for me.
Really?
Yeah, it's like a one-liner asking God to help me not have a bad attitude. I'm being dead serious. I don't really enjoy praying. So I always have to tell God, I don't want to have a bad attitude.
I actually have a bad attitude a lot.
So let's turn this frown upside down. You know, let's get a pep in my step. So it was like I had a good time.
And I want to say about this New Year's. I came to New Year. On New Year's Day, we now did New Year's family lunch. Where everybody was talking about their plans for the year. So me, like a clown.
Oh, I already know the foolish. You were talking about work, Abby. Okay.
Like a clown.
What a dummy.
They said we should all go around, talk about our plans for the New Year. I now went first. I was talking about, the podcast, my business, my life, this one. I even said friends. As I finished, I'm just looking at me, so you are done. I said, I can't really think of any shit. I can't think of anything else. She said, you don't want to marry. She said, you can't think of anything else. I said, wow, I've made a huge mistake.
You guys, let me tell you something. Fake me is under pressure. Grandma, there's nothing they do. Grandma will say, I'm just here holding on. I'm just waiting. Anything they do, birthday, Sunday lunch, her grandma will say, maybe next time we are eating, your husband will pay, somebody, or your boyfriend will pay. My friend is going through a lot.
She said, what am I doing? That please text her. She doesn't want to be asking me what I'm doing for my birthday, that she wants to ask somebody else who is in charge of the planning. No, mommy said that she's always hearing me on the podcast say, I'm not under pressure to marry, and that is over.
Okay, let me now tell you that I'm sure that they had a Zoom meeting.
Together.
I promise you. Because it's my dad. So my dad and Fakemi's mom are friends. And they are co-conspirators in nonsense.
Always.
So my dad sometimes works from home, which is great for him and his blood pressure, obviously. Has nothing to do with me. But I tend to know when my dad is working from home because he dresses in a more casual manner. So my dad came to knock on my door. But he likes to show me his clothes before he leaves. Like, he likes a little compliment before he leaves. So I thought that's what he was here for. No. And I said, please, I want to see you. A part of me wanted to say, you've seen me, and slam my door. But no, because I don't pay rent there. So I opened the door. And he came in. You guys, my father dressed up to come and ask me, hope nothing. Okay? This man wore semi-formal garments, sat down on my work chair. I said, I've never even heard the word marriage pass your lips. I said, Daddy. I said, Daddy, I need money. He said, oh! Whenever you say this, it irritates me. It irritates me to no end. Jola. You guys, my dad went, oh! He said, how can you say such a thing? He said, are you supposed to be a bright girl? This guy was pissed.
No.
He said, look, you have to redeem the time. I said, okay, sorry.
You guys, it's so funny because they are sorry. Bothered. Mommy was just, because I was wondering why she was looking at me in an irritating manner. I said, what I'm saying is very good planning for the year. A lot of achievements. She just said, so that's I can't think of any other thing. She asked me, okay, so that venue is not this year I want to use it.
No.
Me, I want to wait till when? And maybe when that place closes down.
And I think it was. And I think what made it, when I realized that genuinely my dad really, like, he actually wants me to get married. He's not just saying it. He sent me to his friend
Jola,
for a chat.
they're not saying it.
I thought that they were just saying it.
No. They are so serious. He sent me to his friend for a chat. Who I love, like this uncle. Yeah. I love this uncle. And it was actually very useful. It was a really good chat. I didn't feel any type of way.
the thing that made me laugh the most was, so he was like, your dad says like you worry about like finances and stuff like that. I said, yes, uncle. He said, it's because you are a good child. I'm looking at him. I'm like, okay, uncle, thank you. He said, yes. Because others in your shoes will say, well, I can't die of hunger anyway. My parents are there. They will just marry and the parents will be feeding them. Which is not bad, because what are we working for? I said, uncle, please. I said, in my mind, I was like, I don't think this is the past my daddy sends you. He said, yes. He said, so that's what you're worried about. You can never suffer, let me tell you. I said, uncle, I don't think I will suffer. He said, that makes it worse. That means there's greed.
No.
I said, uncle, please. No, it was so funny because this is the thing, like they are not at all those types of people. But I think they just think
they think that they have to be. And I'm like, this thing is unnatural. At Christmas, my grandma said that she has seen so many people in the house today. Nobody has come to introduce himself as my friend. You know how they normally do it? They just say, she said, everybody has just been greeting me in a general manner. I said, every time I walk in with somebody, what about this one? No, just a friend.
No, and the thing is that Fekemi's aunts, and when I say aunts, I don't mean just like blood. The ones that are just friendly. Really? They're on the rampage. And it's not just for her, for all of us. Anybody that enters, our male or female friends, one of our male friends entered the worst trouble of his life on Fekemi's birthday.
He walked in by himself.
He thought he was just going to greet a group of women. Then one of them held him like this. Mind you, he's married. He said, first of all, the way when he realized that he was the only one in the room with them, he wanted to run. They just turned. Which one are you? He said his name. Okay, yes. One of them said, are you married? He said, so choose one now. Choose one what? You can't see all the ladies outside.
You guys, everybody
was panicking. And I came in and said, he's married though. He said, are you sure? I said, I'm sure.
One other guy went in and he bought a gift. They told him to open it. Yes.
So they can know the nature of the relationship.
So they can know the nature of the gift. It was like a big ice cube maker for like a Stanley cup. They said, this is a friend. They said, there's no way you are serious about any romantic involvement. Or other friend brought Ribena. They said, you people are not ready. What's this? I just said, you guys, I'm actually, literally right now, me and my mommy are sharing a driver because she said, I had this one now. The other day, so I said, is she? I need someone to pick me up. She said, you know who could have picked you up? Your husband. But you don't have one. So, sure, he can come and pick you up. I said, okay, thank you so much for your input.
But you know the good thing? I do think we come from like really healthy, regular backgrounds because we don't feel it as pressure. And that was annoying them.
Because every time we're laughing and she's just like, what part of this is funny?
We keep laughing at them and I'm like, unfortunately, the thing is that we know you don't want us to be unhappy. So all these demos
that you're making were just like,
it's not working.
Okay.
Me, I've told my father before, one time we were not getting along. I told him that me, I'm in my daddy's house. You can go back to your own daddy's house if you so chooses. Because
I was like, I'm comfy here. I don't know what you're
nobody will make me uncomfortable in my father's house. If you are not happy,
literally any small thing I say now, the next thing is just, had it been you had a husband? No.
But you know, sometimes they're not lying.
Maybe you would have called
Sometimes they're not lying. Speaking of which, no vaping. You guys, I have a mission this year.
You guys, I'm sorry. I must actually report
Fekemi is not.
It's so
taking
bad.
It seriously.
I just want to, because when you tell the story, it will not be good.
Okay, fine.
My birthday came my day of birth.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Because I think Fekemi was hatched.
Friends and family good. They came around to the house for general merriment, playing good and fine. Next thing, we were just talking about how is it like a factor of 30 plus that we know a lot of people that within like 8 months of them meeting a new person, they've married them based on, look, what are we all...
Not planning the wedding. Like
not planning, the wedding is over. They've married. They've done a wedding, they've married. Like, no, but they're not dating anybody for 2 or 3 years. You know, we're grown, they've married. The next thing, Jola raised the point. And we thought she was going to add in a productive way to the conversation. Fine. about why everybody else was giving different reasons for and against why they think this is happening. Some of us said, it's age. Like, what? When you know, it happens. It doesn't, people that would go out for 3 years, it doesn't mean their relationship work out. Valid points. Some other people said it's not by age, Roger. They don't know what's going on. This one, like, they just think people are rushing. Discussions. We just kept hearing the last, she wants to speak. Okay, have the floor. Next thing, what did she say? I kid you not. She said it's because they're vaping.
Yes. Can I explain?
No, you can't. I have to. I said what? She said it's because they're vaping.
Okay, so now that you've introduced it, let me explain now.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Look. It's because people are vaping. Right. Take me and I are 32 years old. Okay? If we meet the average Nigerian man now, that is our mate.
That is vaping.
No, wait. Before we get to vaping. Right? They usually, the Nigerian men, their mortality rate is 52. That means you have 20 years with him. If he vapes, which most of them do, -6 already because of his lungs. That's 14 years. Most of them have had at least either chlamydia or gonorrhea. Some of them both. That's another -6. That's 8 years. Please, do you want to waste time getting to know him for 3 years so that you will only be married for 5 before Big Daddy kicks the bucket?
You guys.
It's because they are vaping. Now everybody's marrying on time. And I actually want to use opportunity to tell ladies who are in me and Faye Kemis, as far as our parents concerned, unfortunate situation. Let's get this show on the road, gals. If you meet a man, just check, does he vape? If you like him, you have to move fast. If you like him, just say, okay, no problem. Give him your hand. Everybody also needs a pamphlet. Do you have a pamphlet, Debbie?
What?
Yes, as in all this favorite color, favorite food.
Okay,
so
PDF. No, PDF.
Nobody has time for all this dinner. Oh, so you're the second born.
What's your sibling's name?
Everybody.
PDF.
Ladies,
see,
let's
I
make
think
a
we should do a template.
Name.
Relationship
color,
CV.
Primary
Put
school.
everything there. Preferences, this one, that one. Finish.
And you guys, it's because they are vaping. I'm doing this thing.
Okay, so
time.
I want to put it to you that for the next 2 hours, we left that conversation. Anything that was mentioned, it's because they're vaping.
But it says
now we all moved on. I now had a birthday party on Saturday. I did a sports day. Let me tell you, it was very unfortunate. Jola now saw somebody who was vaping.
Oh!
She said, you see, they are vaping. I said, and the poor boy he didn't have the context, but we were all dying of laughter.
Yes. Because I'm telling you guys.
She said, can you see? This babe said we should take a picture of him because anytime soon.
Okay, let me tell you why. I asked him his age. He told me he's already in his mid-30s. Q2. TikTok. I saw him vaping. Then in his pocket, he now had cigarettes. Wow. That guy does not, he's 20 years, he's already now. Wow, already at 8 remaining. And I asked him, sorry to be surprised. Have you ever had a sexual disease? He started mumbling. I said, bro, I told everybody, iron your black. By next week, this nigga gone. He's gone. Okay? And I'm sure there's a lady he has been dating for at least 1 year. At least if they married, before next week, they would have at least she'll be pregnant by now. They would have carried on his legacy, but no. You guys, it's because they are vaping and nobody takes me serious when I say this thing. But fine. People are marrying quicker because of vaping. Imagine if it's not the man and woman.
You actually can't believe that this is the genesis of this conversation.
Okay, sure.
Just imagine the reason being that they're vaping.
Yes.
So that day, once I saw him vaping, I said, God, how could you do such a mistake in this place?
Yeah.
Everybody was not telling him, you're vaping.
Also, guys, let me tell you something. If your parents are on you about getting married, they say, why aren't you getting married? Say you can't take heartbreak. Your parents are going to think you're about to open up. In fact, if you can act, let's get some water into the eyes. And once your mom says, well, I say, mommy, they are vaping. So what do you mean? Now say you can't take the heartbreak because he will soon die. And you can't date somebody knowing
that they're dead.
They're on their way to the grave.
They're dead very soon.
Vaping.
So say no to vaping.
Say no.
Very, very
say no to vaping,
key
guys.
And important. Sincerely.
I really think everybody is laughing. But if you think about my theory, it tracks. It makes so much sense. Imagine you like him and you find out you have to marry him now so you can maximize the time you have together. And the kids too. Because unless you give birth within the year, at most is when they are 14, daddy is gone.
Okay, what if he stops vaping?
You can't rewind time. His lungs are gone, fake me. You look at his lungs, it's like the under of your shoe. Black. Blocked. Don't also forget the chlamydia. That's the most important one.
That's actually a key factor.
Most of them have had that thing at least more than once. I'm telling you, ask Lagos boys.
This lady kept saying, okay, ask them. What?
Ask them.
She said, okay, ask them.
Ask them.
Why will you not be going around asking people if they have chlamydia?
Do you know what made me laugh? Dekole told me that he saw a babe like the day after he went out and he saw a babe and she was vaping. He said, fuck, Jola has put this thing in my mind now.
No, you guys, since then, I actually, every time I see someone vaping, I just think, oh, what a shame.
I'm telling you.
12 years
because they are vaping. Nobody wants to, the thing is, I think about me is I'm a speaker. I'm a truth speaker. I speak up for those who can't, okay? And the reason so many things are happening is because of vaping. I want to bet you that Tinubu vapes. Okay, you'll see.
That guy is definitely vaping.
I'm telling you. You guys don't even know what's going on.
Country is the way it is.
Romantically, I really do think. But ladies, don't worry. Also, if you kind of like him but you're not sure, if he vapes or smokes, preferably both, just go ahead and get it done. He doesn't have that long. He's not only going to irritate you for like 12 years, then he's going to kick the bucket. You can now do what you want. I'm telling you guys, we have to be practical. Come on, ladies, let's think.
Think sharp. So anyway, this is what's going on in the household. Though. I can't even say Pim anymore. That's it.
Also, something exciting happened. My babe's on a winning streak. Beyonce has finally won album of the year.
You guys, my queen.
Wow. What can I say? But
what can we say?
Finally,
my queen has bloody finally won.
Finally.
After 2 million years.
This is for self-titled.
This is for all of
Lemonade,
us.
For Renaissance. Okay, we'll take it with Cowboy Carter. They stole. That was theft.
That was actually theft.
And I'm sure those people that were voting, they were vaping.
They stole it. No, definitely vaping.
They were vaping.
Definitely on heavy
100% vaping.
Definitely vaping. They stole it. My queen has won. She won. The one that even sweet me past that country. I said, surely you see it. I said, you see it. You see, you people said she should not be there. Guess what? She's there.
And she's winning. Thames also won.
Yes, she did.
Thames won a Grammy.
Love it for her.
Who else? Chaperone, who I really, really enjoy, won a Grammy.
I also like her.
Ray had an amazing performance.
What's my girl's name?
Doechii.
Doechii.
Swamp Princess.
Doechii.
Okay.
To be fair, she did not win at all.
No. And the performance.
This her year.
God. I was like, the girls are doing.
Let me tell you something.
This is Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah, someone asked me what team do I support. They were talking about football. I said Beyonce. I said one thing about my team: we do not lose
at all.
If you're a Beyonce fan, you're into success. You're into winning. You're into milestones. All these Arsenal, they will fail you. It cannot work.
Mm-hmm.
What I said, so one guy was lamenting the other day. So what I suggest,
just join Beyonce.
Is that you join
the winning team.
Beyonce. He was like, I don't get how do you follow? It's not about that.
Beyonce
we don't have
is the
match.
Winning team.
We just
and she doesn't vape.
We just thank you. She's not into vaping.
I'm telling
you. Long life
and prosperity.
Long life.
A champion.
Long life. That's just
a lady.
Good
lungs.
That's why all these footballers cannot play after 30. Vaping.
Yes, vaping. I'm telling you guys. See,
vaping.
I woke up this morning and checked like
vaping.
No, not vaping. No vaping. I'll continue that after the podcast. But I was just checking to see like who won and some of the performances.
Do you know there was a time where I'd have stayed up for the Grammys?
No. The babes did I think like the curation of the Grammys this year was really
I also
good.
love that Trevor Noah was not like pretending like real life is not going on. He was like, listen, there are fires, there's shit going on. We're just here playing, it doesn't mean.
Yeah.
I really quite enjoyed
it. I really enjoyed the way like the babes that won, I felt it very deep.
It was very much for the girls.
I felt it very, very deep.
It was very much for the girls.
The performances were great. Like it looked Charlie X. It was just really, really nice. Again, up women.
It was for the girls. This Grammys for the girls. And my queen has won. My queen also has a new tour. So I'm preparing for when. That's why I'm saying.
Because I don't want to watch it in London.
Really? Where do you want to watch it?
I'm watching in Texas.
To be fair, what I've realized is everywhere that is not America is a scam.
Mm-hmm. Beyonce's shows in America are like 10x.
No. Huge scam.
Because the crowd as well. It's crazy.
Huge scam. And when she goes home, but I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't even know when tickets are coming out. I'm on edge.
Yeah.
I'm on edge. I've started putting money aside because
yeah,
I don't want to hear
very excited.
I don't want to hear plenty.
But it's not a big tour this time.
No.
So how are we going to find tickets? This is why now?
That's what I'm wondering.
Can't she do it
and
when
also,
the kids are on
is it
holiday?
not world tour? Because she's only released America.
Did you see that she didn't write
so
world
far.
this time?
So is it just America? Are you joking?
It's America, London, and France. Paris.
I didn't see London and Paris.
No, it's there. I squinted. Have you started vaping? Maybe that's why you can't see.
I'm actually not into vaping.
Yeah, that made me really, really happy. I'm really happy with Thames' win. I think I just enjoy the babe.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the babe. I think she's doing
I like
fantastic.
That,
for me, it was either her or Rema, and I would have been happy with either of that.
I like that.
Either of those, sorry.
Just a slight bias.
Fantastic. But
like
Rema vapes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It looks like
I have to write him a letter to explain like what's potentially
about the vaping.
About the vaping, I'm telling you. Now, you guys, we have to go into prayer and fasting for our last of the real big three, Ira.
Yeah.
Ira has to win her own. Because Tyler has one, Thames has one.
Yeah.
Ira has two. We need to put her in prayer. Our babe, will be... I'll talk to her about vaping.
Does she vape?
I don't think so.
I don't think she vapes.
I don't think so.
But she's around a lot of people vaping.
Very well.
So, for me, that's already a health risk.
Yeah.
High concern.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into it.
We'll talk to her
have
about
a discussion with her about the vaping, please.
Yeah. Did anything else that's really exciting happen or anything else you wanted to talk about in general? Oh, shit. We didn't do any...
What happened this year? I had an birthday. Let me tell you something I realized about people. They don't want to play games.
No, but you got us into
To be fair, they played a lot of games, but it was a lot of work. In order, Debbie came at 9:30 p.m. Sure.
Debbie came at 9:30 p.m. because she was doing this.
Yeah, to be fair. I just wanted to point that out. Who goes to Interhouse at 9 o'clock? Just wanted to point that out. She did inform me ahead. But to be fair, lovely work.
Fantastic work.
Just thought I'd call that out. But I had a great time. Lovely one. I think I sprained my ankle. Yes.
Really?
It was not on that day, but I think it's made it much worse. You guys, can I tell you something? I decided, let me tell you what is deceitful. When you watch all these videos on YouTube, TikTok, where people do DIY, I'll tell you guys something. For this birthday, I decided I don't spend a lot of money. I did so much of DIY that you will not believe it. Okay? Now, I watch a lot of videos about the DIY. And in the video, obviously just a 1 minute video, lovely music. They just start. They finished.
What?
The DIY.
The DIY, okay.
They just start. They just, they're cutting 2 things, 3 things. They finish. They just say, estimate 4-5 hours. You finished. Ask me why we were making that garland for 5 days.
It was nice. It was all really beautiful.
Okay, good, sure. But we were there for 5 business days making that decor. I had to be in Obalende with the carpenter. Yes, making the games, trying to show him videos on Pinterest. See what they did. That's not what they're doing. Look at how they did. He said, Ma, this is video.
Meanwhile, I need his
He said, Ma, this is video. This is not how they do it. I said, no, but we're all watching the same DIY. Wow, it was a lot. People lie a lot.
Yeah, but I need to watch it. I need to get that guy's number.
Yeah.
He did a good job.
Yeah, people
eventually, you guys got there in the end.
Wow, people lie a lot. I want to tell you that people online, they are into everything they said would take 1 hour. No, it was a lie. It was a huge, humongous lie. Also, I realized because we don't have Home Depot and all this, we don't have many things.
No, the only depot.
Because they just say, you just buy a hook from Home Depot. We don't have that. And in the market, they don't have it. Now I played a hook a dog game. What saved me is that I had like 20 ducks from Cocktails. I had to make use of that. Where are the ducks in the market? Why? When we even went there, I said we need ducks. Everybody was like, I don't.
Why didn't you call Bosco?
No, I all the ones I had, that's what I used.
Oh, okay.
I have plenty duck already,
Cocktails, yeah.
which I used. I was like, this is enough. This is fine. Those are the ducks I now use. But in the market, there are no ducks. I want you to know that there are no. Also, there's no frisbees.
Really?
Yes.
But you have to think about it contextually now. We don't really do that.
A lot of people were even like,
We don't even do that. So what are you talking about? Yeah.
They were like, what is that? Went to where they are selling spots. They said, who is throwing which? Where did you grow up that they are throwing? The man said, where did you grow up that they threw frisbee? I said, don't they throw? Apparently, they don't throw frisbee. They're not into it at all. So it was very interesting because literally every single thing we had to do, and I was like, wow, this is why people get paid for this shit, because
it's a lot. It's a lot.
I can never go into events.
It's a lot.
God, it is so much that I just can't believe.
And there's so many moving parts.
Hey!
And you always need a lot more manpower than you think you do. You always need, like, you just think,
everything is times 4.
I'll just need one person to stand at the gate. And
never.
You always need way more than you think you do. You're always going to spend way more than you think you are.
No, it was crazy. It was honestly a mess. And things that you just think, I'll just do it like this, and then it will work out. Someone will now tell you, you actually can't, because people don't do things like that. They don't
they don't think
understand that that's, as in, I was just, do you know the number of times I gave the Capetown the ball. I said, this game, the ball has to enter this hole. Ask me why the hole was smaller than the ball. I said, you have to drill it again. He said, I thought you just meant the ball as a guide. Money as a guide as how. I said, the game, you have to throw the ball. So many things. So to everybody that asked me if I'm not going into any such thing. But my games are available for rental purposes. If you're looking for games, you want to play in your home, I am into renting.
Please.
Yes, I'm doing
FK rentals.
I'm starting a games rental business. Okay, I have like 8 games.
This is like your ice block business.
Sure. No, this will succeed.
Okay.
This will succeed. I'm going to do a video of the rentals, all the different items you can rent for your games night.
Okay, that's good.
You get, you guys are interested, Abby?
Yes, no, of course.
Are you renting?
I'll be with you shortly.
When it's coming up in April, you can feel free. Feel so free.
No problem.
Debbie, you won't rent. Yeah.
Debbie will rent.
I know. She's into it. Rotimi, what's up here? Yeah. You see, so wine business, everything is 500K per day.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry?
Before we go, should we do like 2 dilemmas?
Sure.
Okay.
It's time for us to go. That was a crazy one.
No, not yet. But I was just saying. Okay. Dilemma. The first one is from someone that calls themselves Not My Portion, who says, finally, that's what they wrote. This is my 3rd dilemma to you people. First of all, girl, you have a lot of problems.
Honestly, what is going on? Also, I met someone that was so upset we didn't read her dilemma.
Okay.
And what's so funny is I actually remember seeing it. And I remember being like, yeah, we cannot read this outside. When I saw her, I said, sis, did not see what you wrote there.
I said, this is my 3rd dilemma to you people. But Happy New Year, bouncers and bouncettes. Jola, FK, and the bounce, please help me. My boyfriend recently told me that he thinks his house is haunted. Okay, no wahala. I listened. Next thing, he casually slides in. I think I'll start staying at your place until things settle. As how? Sorry, but until what settles? The ghosts? The spirits? See, I like this man, but let's be honest. We've not even been dating for up to 2 months. And me, I love my peace of mind. What if these spirits follow him and decide that my apartment is nicer? What if they check out my decor and say, wow, this babe has taste. Why don't we stay here instead? God forbid bad thing. He cannot come and reverse all the midnight prayers of my Yoruba mother just like that. I even tried to be helpful and said, why not get a pastor? Maybe buy anointing oil, pour salt, or call your landlord, do something. But now he's looking at me like I'm wicked for not letting him stay over. What do I do to help this man without sacrificing my own peace? Because I wasn't built for spiritual warfare on top of relationship. Thank you. Help me.
There's 2 people you need to engage. First of all, that man doesn't have to be afraid. Has he heard of Casper the Friendly Ghost?
Fake me.
Okay. Because I believe if he engages the services of Casper the Friendly Ghost, Casper can organize everybody to be friendly. Don't you see? That's what Casper is always doing. Good witchy activities.
Okay.
That's number 1. What I suggest, number 1, he engages Casper the Friendly Ghost. That way, all the ghosts will be on his team. Do you get? Or you don't get?
I do. I get it. I get it.
Number 2, he can also engage what they call Ghostbusters. You've heard of it?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Ghost busters. They can come, they have that vacuum. They used to swallow all the ghosts.
Okay.
Sure, he can do that. But let me tell you what I believe. That man's rent is due.
Girl, like mine.
That nigga needs accommodation.
He is a homosexual.
And let me tell you what is my problem with this nonsense girl. She's more concerned about the spirits than about the fact that her boyfriend does not have where he wants to live.
He's a homosexual. Girl,
that man is looking for accommodation swiftly. For you to come up with that excuse of ghosts, your rent has even passed due. His landlord has definitely sent him eviction notice at this rate. Ghosts?
For yeah?
Haunted. The whole city is haunted. What's he talking about? So let me tell you something. Sis, after 2 months, he wants to move into your house only. I don't like that. So the truth is that if he moves, I want you to know that. Because how will he know that he's settled? Does spiritual problem normally settle?
No, don't worry. She should just...
Also, she's not more concerned that her boyfriend is seeing ghosts.
1, 2. I mean, it's just so interesting that his solution to the haunted house was to come and stay at yours till things settle. So which things settle? That's such a dumb excuse.
Look, that man needs accommodation and he needs it like with immediate effect.
Immediately.
Why does he rent a different place? Yeah. Okay. 2 months. So I don't know what you want to do, but if I were you, I'll date somebody
break up with him
that has living situation.
Yeah. Up next, we have your unknown bestie who says, I'm dating this guy and we're kind of in... Wait, is this my unknown bestie? No.
Oh.
Unknown bestie. Okay, this one is just washing us, which is a great welcome back.
Yeah, I love that.
Says, hey, my sweet darling lover girls. Okay, that's a bit much. That's a lot. Feels kind of intimate.
Oh.
This is not a dilemma. I'm listening to the Sunken Cost episode and I just want to say something. I know you guys have your personal goals and dreams outside of the podcast, but I need you to give yourselves some credit. Scratch that, a whole lot of credit. You are high achieving babes. You have touched and changed so many lives with your podcast and have built an incredible community that I'm really proud to be a part of. There's a lot more, but I wanted to give you guys your flowers. I love you. Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
That is so cute. The thing is that she actually meant to send it to me.
People actually sent me lovely, like really deep birthday messages about changing. I just said, oh.
You?
Yeah.
Changing people's lives?
Absolutely.
That's not the carpenter.
That's so crazy. So crazy. I said, wow, this is what they call impact. I said, you know what they call impact? This is it. That was very sweet.
That's very, very kind.
I like
also,
that.
like 2 or 3 people gave us like gifts at our party, which was
very,
very kind.
Sweet.
Yeah, very, very kind. Okay, final one is from Formaoli. Who says, hey ladies, I love the podcast and I need your take on something that's been weighing on me. So growing up, I was kind of the black sheep of my family. I wasn't always making the best choices. Basically, guys, I used to fap. And my mom made it clear she didn't trust me. But over the last few years, I've really turned my life around. I worked really hard to become a better version of myself. And I thought my family had started to see that. Recently, my mom accused me of stealing and selling her jewelry. She was convinced I took it. And no matter how much I denied it, she didn't believe me. It really upsets me because I've been working really hard to rebuild trust. And just like that, it felt like I was back to being the person they used to see me as. Well, it turns out that she found the jewelry and had just misplaced it. But instead of apologizing or even acknowledging how much she had hurt me, she brushed past it like nothing happened. I really want to confront her about how unfair and painful that was, but I'm afraid she'll bring up my nasty past. So I just had to let it go for the sake of peace. However, this is now starting to become a thing. She'll misplace something, run into my room and start ransacking it and accusing me before it turns up. I'm trying not to be petty, but I also don't want to keep swallowing my feelings to keep things smooth. I hate that I've made her feel this way as her eldest son, but I really can't stand it anymore. What can I do?
Sorry, there's a lot going on in this household.
Yeah.
There are many issues. Like, you people need to see a professional. But I think my problem is I don't know. Don't get me wrong, it's somehow that I used to steal as a child. Like, I want us to be... That's not... there's things you say, oh, I'm a Denny. No, that's criminal behaviors.
Yeah.
That's what they call criminal behaviors.
This is one of the sad things about, like, growth and forgiveness.
Yeah, the problem is that, like, okay, you messed up, but the problem is they've turned it into who you are.
Yes, they've turned like a mistake into your
even when
identity.
it's clearly now a bit malicious.
Yeah.
To keep accusing you all the time, even though you didn't do that and like you're grown. I don't actually know what you can do except to confront it head on.
Yeah, I think you do need to speak to your mom and say that. Like, I understand when I was younger. I used to do but it's not okay that multiple times now you've lost something. Then it's not even as if you wait till I've gone out to come and
you're actually just running into my room.
You start ransacking and like accusing me, and this is not okay. Like, I understand that but this hasn't happened in a long time. And on a personal note, like, you just keep losing things and not even checking. You're coming to.
And also the problem is after you found the thing the first time, the second time, shouldn't that change your behavior? I think, to be honest, see, this is one of those things that in her mind, she probably thinks she's being strict or she's disciplining him, where she's just making it a lot worse. And because he's most likely not, he's not even about calling her out. He's probably not having the conversation because he's like him too, he has fucked up in the past. Everybody is now just, as in, the whole thing is just ballooning. So I think you need to really sit down and if possible, somebody else needs to step in. This kind of thing, I hate to say, she will not hear you.
Okay, I think that this is a good dilemma to like have a conversation on. Like, when does someone's past or precedent form an identity? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get you completely. I do.
Because a good example with this thing, for instance, is infidelity. A lot of people will say, like, if you've cheated before, you're a cheater, right? Or if you, like, how many times does a person lie before they become a liar?
So you know what I think? I think context. So the reason that cheating one is completely different is that there's a very distinct issue with this. You were a child and now you're not. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of things you do when you're young that are very stupid. And then you're not. So if like it was that 5 years ago he was stealing and he was 25 and now he's 30 and he stopped. Excuse me, you're a thief. But like when you were 11, it's
I see what you mean.
Totally
100%.
different.
I agree.
As for cheating, you were not a child. You were a grown adult. And let me tell you my problem with that whole once a cheat. Personally, I think, let's say everybody's on a base level. Everybody can cheat, given the right circumstance. I believe that wholeheartedly. Everybody can cheat. Now, if you have cheated before, your propensity to cheat again has gone up by 60%.
Take me, please.
That is what they call science. That is what they call science.
Yeah.
Check it anywhere. Okay? Look at the data. What the data would tell you is people are cheated before. Your propensity is higher than the average other person. So I don't think always once a cheater, always a cheater. But like, I want us to be serious. If someone has cheated on you before, you are in your right mind to be worried that they might do it again versus someone who never cheated on you and has never cheated on anybody. But like someone who has cheated in all their last relationships, I want us to be serious. Do you thinking that he's not going to cheat you is dumb? You can change, or nobody's saying you cannot change. But we all know that it's not today that people just change like that. It's not a one day process and you're not going to use me for that particular experiment.
But do you find that when you had like people you knew when you were younger, so for instance with friends or former friends, you still like have that association? So
I do have some associations from like secondary school and it's bad. I find that it's bad because I'm like, why am I not allowing them to be different? They're clearly different now, but like in my mind, I'm still kind of holding on to certain things and I think it's wrong. I catch myself doing it often people that I've known for a long time and I'm like, they've changed. Like you have to let it go.
Yeah.
And it's not always bad things. It's just, oh, this is how you were before. And I'm like, you like, wow, do you know how old that was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You have to let it go. So I don't even, sometimes even in banter, I see when people are just like, guys.
They cringe a little bit.
They cringe a little bit because they're like, we're talking about secondary school.
Yeah, it's
like
unfair, unkind.
It's actually is a bit somehow.
etc.
I think we should free it. So sometimes even I have to, but I also just think it depends on like your trajectory. There's some people that are no different from how they were in secondary school.
And so you use that. I mean, I do think that there's something about having an idea at the back of your mind and using it to make an informed decision or it's informing your outlook or it's informing your attitude or whatever. Because I was thinking about it in context of someone who's, I wouldn't say maybe like a decade ago because we're in our 20s, right? So they're not a child, right? So you're very early 20s, late teens. someone has done something or had a pattern of behavior that you associate with them a lot. And maybe now they insist that they're trying to change or they want to change or they don't like the fact that people bring up that. And I was wondering if it's the same thing. Because my whole thing will be just seeing the way they behave now and what gives you, what is informing. Like, are you still relying on that past?
Or is this something from now? So the thing is, I would understand if the mom is like on edge because she knows that, okay, it's possible because you've done it before. I think the problem is that time after time, you're seeing that he's not the one and you're still, there's no benefit of the doubt. I think at some point, time passes and people are different and you have to give a benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, 100%.
But like, she's not giving him any of that. And it's going to fundamentally cause a problem in their relationship. And if that's what she wants, she can continue.
I mean, just generally, I find that with parents...
Don't get me wrong, having said all this, I'm not very quick to believe people have changed.
Yeah, really?
No, I'm not.
Huh.
Oh my God!
Oh, please.
Oh my God! This is just too much. Oh my gosh! I'm so surprised. Oh my God! This is so cute.
That's very cute. That is very, very cute.
This is such a cute. This is
that
like
is very cute.
2 inches.
Yes, it's tiny and it's so cute.
I can eat this whole cake. That's crazy.
So you can
wow,
eat 2
Detty
inches.
is going to be so happy about cake.
Dekule. There's still like a whole cake in your house.
There's not anymore.
Stop.
I don't think you know who I live with at all.
You guys, Fekemi's birthday was on Thursday and that cake was at least 8 inches.
Okay, keep going. That guy eats cake on a day-to-day basis.
Fair enough. Dekule loves cake.
The other day at like 8 p.m., he quickly drove out. I was like, what's going on? He's like, he's going to buy cake before they close. I said, he then came back with a lemon loaf. I just thought, this is becoming a real issue.
No, he loves cake.
Everywhere I am, I'm not joking, on any given day, the next thing is there cake?
Oh, this is very, very cute.
So cute. I will. Mommy, it was not the wish you think. It was not the wish you wanted, but it was a good one.
Oh, that is very cute. This is such a cute cake.
so cute.
Debbie, where do you get this from? This is so cute.
You guys are cute. This
very
is
nice.
Very cute. I can't lie. This is a lovely cake. This is the size of cake I'm going to be buying for people. Going forward, nice. This size of cake I'm going to buy for people. It's appropriate.
Thank you guys so much.
It's like 3 cupcakes.
We will, yeah, it is. It is. I do think one thing I was trying to say that I find it interesting that family. Okay,
sure.
Yeah, put it there.
Leave the cake.
Thank you. I do find it interesting that when in the context of family, those are the people that are least likely
they never
to
let anything go.
So there is an attitude, particularly when you've changed in such obvious ways, and parents. Okay, let me organize my thoughts. I find this particularly with people who lived apart from their family for a while. So people like me and you who went to boarding school and are quite independent. It's so interesting when my parents hold on to stuff from the last time I lived consistently at home, which is when I was like,
and they
13.
can't let it go.
And they can't let it go. And they keep insisting that this is how you are. And you don't know how to explain to them that this is not, that's not me anymore.
They can't let it go.
But I find it interesting. I think that's why people are, particularly young Nigerians, are very attached to their friends.
Yeah.
Because those are the people that you can be your most
because what you find is family will keep repeating the same stories. I'm going to use a very silly example.
Yeah.
But you know how I don't eat many things?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, my family is wholeheartedly convinced it's because of this one thing. When I was young, I didn't eat any food that didn't have smoke visibly coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like steam.
Like the heat, yeah.
The steam coming out of it. And then also there was a period of time that I only ate eba.
Okay.
For like 3 months. Mm. That was all I ate. My family is wholeheartedly convinced that 3-month period fundamentally shifted all my taste buds, which is why I can't eat anything now. They're like, it's because you're always eating eba.
That's a choice, eba.
I was very young.
I thought you would even say chips and chicken.
I was definitely going through a lot.
Isn't that what children like?
It was also my first word.
Eba.
Sure.
Damn.
After that, I said a sentence. I said, give me Coke. I was dynamic. Fun fact, I also stood up and walked before I started crawling. They thought I had spiritual issue, actually. So they took that.
That would really
let me know, like,
they
took that in a somehow manner.
That one, dude.
There were a lot of prayers involved.
Yeah.
I didn't, anyway. But my point is that the number of times I hear that story, I just like literally teachers who taught me in playgroup 30 years ago see me now and still talk about the fact that I wouldn't eat anything that was not able. We went to Z Kitchen with my grandma. You saw. She asked me if I wanted something that had mayo. I said no. She said, anyway, is there by you eat? And I just thought, when was the last time I ate eba? This 2025. I don't eat eba. I eat eba like once a month. What's happening? You don't get everything she says. Once she says, oh, do I want, even the birthday, she sent me some food. Oh, do I want this? Do I want that? I was like, no, I don't eat that. She said, that you cuckoo eat eba. And I just thought, when was the last time you see me? So they don't let anything go, is my point. They actually don't. I don't know. I think this one in particular is tricky because like stealing is
it's tough. Yeah.
Stealing is peak.
It's really, really tough.
But like children have a lot of issues that are like born of so many different things that you can grow out of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
But sorry to say, it's like we were talking the other day about so I was with one of my friends and we saw the residence bully in our boarding school at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And she came and said hi. And for whatever reason, we both said hi, but we're both just like, oh.
Like, why are you saying
when this one started saying hi? And I just thought, many years ago, was this babe was probably is just saying hi because she's like, oh, I know you guys. Yeah. And us were thinking, you witch. Why will you talk to me? So I was just like, yeah, some things don't. Like, I have no idea how she is now.
Yeah.
I bet she's not like that.
Yeah.
But some things don't leave. That's
fair enough. I do agree with that. I do think like it's
harsh.
Being watchful.
Yeah.
And versus being reactionary.
But do you think it applies to everything?
No, of course not. I don't think so.
So like, if you lie a lot.
What kind of lie?
So the kinds of lies that there's no reason. If you just lie a lot, like, you know, I don't know anyone like that, to be fair, but...
What's the effect of the lie?
The effect of the lie is you cannot trust what the person says.
And so there's a reason why. So until the person gets to a point where the things they say are factual, they're still a liar.
Well, how do they get to that point? Because everything you say...
In your mind, you remain skeptical.
Sure.
Because you're used to them lying until you realize over time that, oh, I'm just being somehow because over the last couple of years, they don't lie anymore. Do you understand what I mean? So it's not... So my whole thing is that it's now different if instead of thinking that whenever they talk, you are visibly yimooing them. Or saying, I beg, and then you check every single time. No, you see, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So I think that's the main thing.
That's why I don't think this applies to things like cheating. So sorry.
Yeah, I understand.
The reason is because once you've done it once, you've already gone. I'm out.
And you've created the...
So I'm not... That bridge, I'm not... It's a long bridge. It's a long bridge.
Anyway, good luck. I think that there's ways to have this, but you definitely need to talk to your mom.
I think you definitely need to talk to your mom. I think there's a lot of underlying issues that are like at play.
Yeah.
Is what I think. And because it's really unfortunate, but you have to question why, even like, why would I be stealing your jewelry? What's going on? Yeah. Like, what about? I don't know. I think it's sad.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
You know.
But anyway, we've had such a lovely chat. This was fun. I've actually missed this.
Yes. You guys, oh my God, sorry. I just have to say, shout out to Mama Dupesico.
Oh, yeah.
You guys, do you remember when I lost my chain? I don't know if you remember. My grandma gave me the chain for my birthday.
She made a new one.
She made a new one.
I think all the grandkids have it.
All of us have it. What a lovely lass. And I had mine for the longest, since I was 10 till 2 years ago when we were doing Sunday play. I lost this chain. I blame you people.
Yeah.
But I had it for so long. Like, I almost did 20 years and then I lost the chain. And now she gave me back.
Grandma has given you back.
Lovely,
fantastic.
Lovely times.
All right, guys, this has been fun. What do we have to look forward to this season?
Yes, that's what I was saying. This season, I think the guests are going to be very interesting.
Yeah, we're trying to go back to our like life stories.
Yeah, life stories. Let me tell you what was so funny. Yesterday, very early, someone came. So Israel came. He was helping me with the game and stuff. So he came. He forgot something. He came back. So he goes, Mr. Israel, wow. And he was just like, oh, so he was really blushing that, oh, wow, they recognize him. I thought, bro, but yeah, stories like that.
Fun fact, I found Israel's TikTok.
No.
Yep. I was going to message you. This guy is so funny, but he doesn't mean to be funny. Mr. Israel is hilarious because it's just the way he talks, but he's so funny. I found his TikTok. I'll send it to you.
I love my staff have TikTok.
Yes.
It's really upsetting.
Yeah, it's very funny.
No, it's really upsetting because I see it
funny.
all the time and I'm just like, there's no way this can be real. But
so yeah, life stories, tour.
Life stories. You guys were trying to go to. Please, nobody should shout.
Touring.
We're trying to go to a lot of places.
Minus Manchester.
No problem. You people did not make us any money.
Manchester.
You people.
Not.
And I thought we had a good time.
Manchester. Yo, we had a good time until we did the maths.
No, so a lot of places have been screaming.
No. We've learned our lesson this time.
Come there.
Yeah.
Abuja, I think this might be your year.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. Abuja, I think this is your year.
I think this is Abuja.
Chale people will see about it. We'll see. We'll get back to you. I think we're gonna go to a lot more places.
Mm-hmm.
I think what else do we have to look for?
Other non-live show events.
Non-live show events. We're trying to do that. We have Grownupicity things this year. You know, what else do we have?
Merch.
People, you guys, you know, you talk a lot.
Yeah, big game.
You talk a big game. You know, you people are into support this one now and plenty things. So many insults before we came back. Okay, we're back now. Thank God. Now, when we release the match, there's a way that you will behave that I'm going to stop this podcast.
No, don't worry.
Yes.
Is it not them?
Because if I see that the merch doesn't fly off immediately, we're all going to be in serious trouble because everyone is saying, so how come you guys don't do merch? How come you guys don't do much? Okay, because we tried merch at a couple of events. It was neither here nor there. That's just the truth of the matter. I will not lie to you. So we're going to try merch again. What else do we have?
Members only content.
Yes, you guys, please.
We're working on it.
You guys are working on members only content. I don't want it to be well, let's see. We can get feedback. Our idea is that we have a small group of people who pay for extra content.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing is going to happen to the normal content that we do every week, please. Mm-hmm. There's nothing that's going to happen to it. It's the same. If you pay, it's extra that you get. It's not as if nothing is reduced. The normal content everybody has is still going to be normal content everybody has. We're not like downplaying it. It's just literal extra stuff that is different to the podcast. All these, you know, what are we putting there?
Depends. I mean, we have vlogs now.
We
have vlogs now. Lifestyle. It depends, like lifestyle stuff. It depends because we were thinking we won't be able to keep up as regularly with like extra
content
episodes. Yeah. So we're trying to think of other things that we would do. But if you guys are ready to pay, maybe we'll do extra episodes.
Yeah, so we're testing it out. And the reason is because there's a lot of things we want to do and a lot of those things cost money.
Yeah, it just costs a lot of money.
Just like relying on sponsors only is not really... It doesn't
make sense. It doesn't even make sense anymore.
It's not a sustainable path. There's a lot of things that we would like to do. Even as little as like there's certain guests and maybe the guest lives in Edo State.
Mm-hmm.
And like, but we need to fly the guests to come because it will be a great episode, but which money? Do you know what I'm saying? So there's honestly a lot of things that we are limited from being able, even all this, come to this place, is all, at the end of the day, if there was enough money, we would go everywhere.
Of course.
It's actually an issue of maths. And so we're trying to test out if there is a small payment that you pay per month for extra content. We're trying to see how many people might do that. Like we said, it doesn't affect like,
what already exists.
What already exists is not going anywhere. Literally nothing is changing. It's just when you pay, we will find extra things to put there. So we're going to see how that works. I'm very curious about the reaction.
Yeah, if it's good money, it might be extra episodes.
I'm very curious about the reaction to that and to see if it works. A lot of podcasts do it. A lot of podcasts have like a separate paid membership and then obviously the normal podcast. So we're trying it out. We'll see.
I think that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it.
Is there anything else, you guys? No?
We're doing this. Really. Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it too.
I don't think so. Yeah, we're trying to have some events through the year.
Oh, yes.
Different types of events. Fun stuff.
In different places.
Yeah, we're trying to have events through the year. We're just trying to do more like community
things.
We have a big crowd.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to do more like involved things where the community is active versus us just talking at people. So yeah, I think that's just what we're trying to figure out.
Yep.
What else?
I think that's it too. There's not much else.
No.
Yeah.
Not much else.
What else? if you want to work with what I said, stop DMing me. There's an email right there.
Email the podcast. There's an email on the podcast page. Email the podcast. Say what it is that you want to do. We're down for things that make sense. But say what it is that you want to do. You've heard other things we're saying we're trying to do now. If you have anything that fits in, let us know. Do you have a word for the year?
Fuck off.
Okay.
No, I don't have a word. Do I have a word for the year? No. I think it's more of like a phrase.
Sure.
Yeah. My dad said this in the context of marriage, but I meant in the context of my life. Redeeming the time. I find that I waste a lot of my time.
Last year I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah. And some of it is wasted on like fear or overthinking. Just so like I was telling somebody and talking less, doing more. Not because of anything, because I find that approval matters to me. So for instance, I was telling a friend something that I was working on, and his immediate reaction made me anxious. So I was thinking, oh, should I? Like, who gave me the right to be doing this thing? Like, who do I think I am? Blah, 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 blah. And I just realized that if I hadn't told him, I wouldn't have had that thought. But yeah, I think it's like making sure that I'm maximizing my time. Because when I sat down and I did an audit of last year, I was like, oh, there's so much more I could have done. And not in an imaginary way. I just wasted a lot of good chunks of time that would have meant, like with my writing, for instance, or I could have just done a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
And so that's the main thing for me. I don't have a word. What's your word?
My words are very churchy anyway, but it's restoration and acceleration.
Okay, come on.
I'm in the spirit. Hey! It's giving word for the year. That's right. I couldn't find anything that rhymed with 2025.
No, but I like that.
You know how they normally do? They rhyme it with the year.
That is so churchy.
It's so churchy. It's so churchy.
Restoration and
I feel like a lot. It's the same thing like redeeming time. There's just a lot that was lost in the ether. And then once they restore that one, then we have to catch up quickly. I just feel like I came to here and I was like, man, this was not the plan. What we're doing now, this was not the plan. Yeah. This was not the plan. So let's just keep it. This is a year of keeping it moving. Mm-hmm. And so we shall see. We shall see what happens.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, good times. That's great. I think it's fabulous.
I think we're going to have a lot of fun here.
Yeah. The team is like gingered.
We're starting off with a bang. I think our next few episodes are very exciting.
Yes, they are. They are. Just by the by, guys, we're about to put out a special like Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah.
So we want you guys to write in. So yes, Valentine's Day specific dilemmas, and we want nice like love stories too. We want to hear like,
do you know what? Let's not be haters for once.
Yeah, we want to hear. We actually want to hear nice love stories. We can have the dilemmas.
We need the dilemmas, but like let's try. We also want like positive love stories. If you have a love story that's especially tied to Valentine's Day, maybe that's
it doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. Like just love in general.
That's good.
Yes, now. Debbie, you have what?
That was
love story. See the way she said it, please.
Okay, we look forward to...
We'll be with you.
No, when we call you that you should narrate.
You should rise up and narrate.
You should narrate the story.
But yeah, we do want to hear your love and Valentine's Day, love, romance. And be honest. Don't come and start. Because the thing is, I was like Steven our cock and bull story. Don't lie. Like, get the hell out of here. We want to hear like love stories. If you have cute
things happening for Valentine's Day.
If you also have terrible dilemmas and stories, no problem. But we actually want to read
Valentine's Day stories. If you've had an amazing Valentine's Day, previously, or a terrible one, also,
let us know. We want to be all about the love.
Yeah, and again, I still want to say that I am still huge hater of Galentine's. I think
But we're doing a Galentine's thing.
Look, I'll be there, but I want you to know that I'm gonna be a hater. It's for the lovers, free it. That's actually just how I feel. It's actually for the lovers. It's a commercial holiday created for the lovers. Free it.
I remember one time I was dating someone and he said, okay, we'll do something on the 15th. And I remember thinking, hey, I'm a side chick. It has been revealed to me.
For sure.
That I am indeed the side chick.
Mad.
I was like, okay, 13th or 15th. I said, what do 14th?
Wait till you do that day, go. I don't believe in it. You must do it on that day.
Wait till you do 14th.
If we are doing love, I don't want to hear 15th, 13th, all these things. It's the same way I feel about Valentine's. Let's be serious. This a day for what? Lovers.
It's late already. It's already
If
late.
you don't have, it's okay. There's actually no issue.
There is.
You don't have to gather your friends onto Valentine's.
There is issue. If you don't have.
It's because when all of you get there, what are you going to discuss?
Love.
Lack thereof.
But love.
Do you get? So I suggest if you don't have Valentine's, you stay at home.
Oh, whatever.
Watch Netflix, relax.
No.
Relax.
Oh, have you watched anything nice recently?
Have I watched anything nice recently? I started watching The Resident, which is already over.
Oh, okay.
But I really enjoy a medical drama. So that's an interesting one. What else?
I watched One of Them Days. I watched on your birthday,
Yeah,
actually.
one of them. Have I seen that?
Kiki Palmer and...
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, and SZA.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. Was it good?
I liked it. I like it's a comedy. It's a girl's comedy. And I liked it. I liked that it was what it was.
I feel like I'm lacking really... What was the last really good thing
that you watched? I don't remember. Because I'm asking because we were supposed to have the watch club. I was supposed to be going to the cinema and watching stuff with people as well.
Yeah, that's fun.
So I want us to start it properly.
I used to really enjoy the cinema.
It's fun. We're going to start. You guys don't worry. So maybe not that regularly. Maybe once a month.
Yeah, we'll
go to the cinema.
We'll just see what's coming out.
This is coming out. Fakemi and I will be there on this day. If you like, come. If you like, don't come.
Yeah,
your personal issue. Yeah. All right, guys. This has been fantastic.
Bye. Welcome back.
Welcome back to you. Welcome back to us. You know what to do.
We're not playing. You guys, this year.
Blow this podcast up.
That's it. This year. I know you think I lost another many.
No, actually
watching not. Another many.
Blow this thing up.
This year, share, recommend to your friends.
If not, Fakemi is going to start vaping.
And you know what that means. So listen, if you want the podcast to keep going without issue, I think you need to start pushing it forward.
Yes. All right, guys. We will see you very, very soon.
Bye.
This episode of I Said What I Said was produced by Debbie Romeo with assistance from Teresa Ajayi for Carousel Network. Our DOP is Rotimi Kujore, who was assisted by Abolade Oluyede and Mark Peter. Our sound designer is David Kenny, and our fantastic social media manager is Najite Anira. Your hosts are Fakemi, Abudu, and Jola Ayeye for Carousel Network.
Woo.